Dwi'n Cymraeg, dwi'n Saesneg a dwi'n Nigerian. Ond mae'n anodd. Judge me for who I am type thing. O'n i'n meddwl dim idea o Cymru o gwbl. O'n i'm gwybod bod o'n gwlad cyn i ddod, sy'n weird yndi? Ond o'n eitha 7 oed, o'n i'm yn gwybod bod Cymru yn lle. Dwi'n cofio fatha, just drwy ysgol, pan oedd nhw'n dysgu hanes, oedd o drwy'r fatha lens o meddwl bod pobl Saesneg yn ddrwg, Oedd o'n peth rhyfedd i fi. Dwi'n cofio bod yn yr ysgol unwaith, amser cinio, plant hŷn, llech o bwyd o'r am ddim rheswm. O'n i'm yn dallt o ryddi, fatha plentyn, o'n i'm yn dallt o, o'n i fatha, judge me for who I am type thing. Dim bo hanes mae'r ddau country di gael. Pethau bach hefyd, fatha, ti'n mynd gael chwarae fo ni, ond myna'n rhywbeth mawr i plentyn yndi, sy'n trio fatha integrato. Nes i cychwyn athleto, a hynna oedd darn o fatha identity fi yn ysgol, fi oedd un o'r hogia ffest. Pan o'n i'n chwarae rygbi hefyd, o'n i'n gael parch yn ôl, Mae'n rhywbeth am sport sy'n neud pobl dod at ei gilydd, Mae amdan y sport ei hun, dim sut ti'n edrych. Pam nath y cymdeithas gweld bod fi'n trio dysgu Cymraeg, ges i lot mwy o cariad gyda nhw. Dwi'n dallt o rywsut, mae dysgu Cymraeg yn dangos bod chdi'n yma i just chwarae rownd neu dwy'n tir yn fatha. Mae'n dangos bod chdi eisiau bod yn rhan o'r pobl.
20-50, pwy oed?
Diolch
yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
Diolch yn fawr. Da iawn, diolch. How are you? Obviously, nes i clywed yr enwed llwyth o weithiau. Mae'n peth weird, Achos o'n i'n gael fy dismisio mewn ffordd, ond ar yr un pryd, efo social media, peth ola, mae pobl yn leicio fatha black culture, Pethau fatha hip-hop, bla bla bla, etc. So o'n i'n gweld hynna'n bach yn... O'n i'n dallt yr dynamic yna o gwbl, Oedd un hogyn ma, 2 blwyddyn hyn na fi, jyst i gweld fi amser cinio a jyst galw fi'n enwed am ddim reswm a jyst basically threatno fi, Nes i at straight at prifathro. A oedd ymateb fo'n dda. Oedd ymateb lot o'r teachers eraill ddim mor dda, dwi'n meddwl, achos they've not encountered this before, Achos fi di'r un cyntaf, there's not systems in place to, os ti'n deud hyn, this is your consequence. Nes i deffro'n bora a sbio tu allan o'n i gweld police ma am ryw reswm a nath nhw deud hwnna swastika ar drws garage ni. Nes i chwerthin, i fod yn onest, as in, mae'n peth mor ridiculous ti'n mynd disgwyl yna. Cafon ni dros illa 20 o pobl yn dod at drws ni. Oedden ni'n gweld pobl yn crio a offro unrhyw help o'n nhw'n gallu. Nath y cymuned gael syniad i peintio drosto fo. Cafon ni 2 pobl yn just campio allan yn car nhw reit tu allan i tŷ ni, just i protectio ni neu rhywbeth. Oedd o bach yn extreme, ond ar yr un pryd, mae'n dangos faint o bell mae pobl am mynd i ddangos bod nhw ar tîm ni mewn ffordd. So, yndw wan, dwi'n teimlo'n lot mwy Cymraeg, dwi'n siarad y iaith yn decent, dwi'n meddwl. Ond o'n i'n sort of heitio Cymru am dipyn, dwi'n methu digwydda. Just be nice, Diolch yn iawn.
Diolch.
Da iawn, diolch. Gai small chips, please, efo lot o salt. Diolch yn fawr. Busnes yn mynd iawn. Da iawn. Yeah, please. Diolch. Diolch.
I've been feeling so deeply lonely, it's driving me insane. It can't be healthy to keep all these thoughts up in my brain. I try and meditate, breathe, exhale, process my pain. Been betrayed and hurt many times, people aren't who they claim. Trust me,
We're doing a sort of program on racism and that type of thing. So yeah, obviously I'm from Wales, but I go to uni here.
What are they filming?
They're filming like for racism and things and whatever, yeah.
See, if people would mix more and get to know the culture. Mask. You know, they don't mind eating the food.
Yeah, agreed 100%.
You know?
Like, London's a good place for it, because like
me,
we're all
I was
mixed in.
born here, but I'm half Italian and half Scottish.
Really? Yeah.
So, you know, I'd be an hypocrite, I suppose. I mean, all right, I did have a moan and groan, do you know what I mean?
But everyone does at certain things.
Yeah. But I think the COVID has taught us all a lesson, I think.
Yeah,
You know, it's made us learn a lot more, hasn't it?
Definitely.
Well, have a good day, guys.
Thank you, ladies. You too, yeah? Dwi'n methu rili disgrifio faint o darn mawr o culture Nigerian ydi bwyd, ond ie, mae'n rhywbeth mawr. Dwi'n ddod yma i gael bwyd dwi arfer gael o bwyd mae mam yn coginio, a dwi'n appreciate bod rhywbeth fel hyn yn bodoli yma, achos mae'n impossible yn Cymru, does am ffasiwn bell lle dwi'n byw. Dwi'n methu rili prynu pethau fel hyn, plantain a ocra, pethau yn y pentra. Pethau gwall, pethau, bob dim. Uncle, how much is 3 plantains, please? Mae o'n Nigerian a dwi hefyd, a dwi'n galw fo'n uncle, achos bod o lot hŷn na fi, A lot of the views I hold, the way I act, and really Nigerian. So mae'n bwysig I ni gael yr sort of, cultural connection yna efo'n gilydd. Thank you.
Are you sure? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
That really does give us your best permission.
How you doing, boss? You alright,
Yeah, man, we got like jollof rice, how we go, beef, chicken. What country you not from?
I'm Nigerian, bro.
Nigerian?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's it, man. You already know then,
Yes,
man.
sir,
The jollof rice.
Come on,
man.
bro.
Have a good day.
Cheers.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Dwi'n gwybod yn eitha hawdd I eistedd o'r ddau peth bod yn Brydeinig a Nigerian a efo Cymraeg. Dwi'n meddwl bod o'n get out clothes type thing. Da ni'n yn British, so da ni'n byd I wneud efo'r slave trade a pethau fel ond pan da ni'n actually sbio nôl ar y hanes, oedd Cymru'n really involved efo byproducts y slave trade. Obviously, mae atrocities di digwydd do, ond mewn ffordd mae wedi digwydd. So, yn symud ymlaen, os o'n i'n meddwl am hynna drwy'r amser, os o'n i'n flin ar pawb a'r flin ar y byd a bob un person gwyniau, so, ond dim bai pobl presennol ydi o. So, yn symud ymlaen, all I can show is love and just try and, move on. Efo sut mae'r byd yn mynd ŵan. Nikita, I beg come open the door, I locked myself out.
Learning how to grow into what I should be. Learning how to be okay with the flow of the breeze. Learning how to get back up when I'm down on my knees. Learning how my mental health can change.
He's literally moving like he's the biggest guy in Wales. Like, stop moving like this, bro. You're moving like you couldn't walk through Swansea without everyone recognising you. I forgot you mans were all saying you're 5-star left foot as well.
I am. I'm not 5-star skill.
Yes, man. Bro, where I live, it's literally just me, bro. In terms of Swansea, obviously it's a lot more diverse, but Was it a thing where you'd like experience any racism, that type of thing?
I wouldn't say people come up straight with being malicious or anything like that. That's one thing. I'll say some people like kind of disguise it in a way where it's jokingly. You just learn to like take the joke. As soon as they start seeing you taking things to heart, they start being more like they'll constantly keep on throwing because they like to see you get angry.
Yeah.
And then when you laugh back and maybe joke back, that's where they're like, oh, it doesn't offend them anymore. Where else can offend them? I mean, that's the way I had to deal with it.
But when it gets to serious things, if anything, I was too lenient with a lot of things, bro. Like being too nice about things. Because laughing something off is one, but then being complacent and saying, I'm fine with what you're saying or how you're treating me is another thing. So it's like, but it's difficult to fight against the whole school, bro. So.
When they like bring on like a movie that's based on like Black history.
Oh, mate.
And then everyone will just turn around and stare at you.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You know, I could.
100%. How did man end up playing Crooks, bro, in Of Mice and Men? I ended up that's the only black slave character in the book. In a class of 30 kids, that should have never have happened. Never, 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 never. Because they call that man the N-word in the book, bro. I'm ready for this 5-star, yeah? Let me get you on Snap, actually. Obviously, I speak Welsh, but do you feel like for someone who doesn't speak the language, like, there was people would judge or feel like there's different levels to being Welsh?
From Swansea, I would say no. But when I came here, like, people I met from Wales spoke Welsh. So when I'd be like, oh, I'm from Wales, blah, 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 and then they'd be like, oh, really, do you speak Welsh? And when I got no, they'd be like, so you're not really Welsh then? They'd be like you're fake Welsh type of thing.
It is what it is, it's your decision, isn't it? But it can't take away from, like, the years you've spent there, do you know what I mean? I was chatting earlier, what's my identity? And I'm saying Nigerian first, obviously, and then British second. Like, would you say like Welsh, English, Congolese, like?
I'll put obviously Congolese first.
Yeah,
that's where I'm from.
100.
And I'll say Welsh because I'm more like accustomed to Welsh.
Yeah,
like,
culture, like type thing.
Culture,
Yeah.
Like all my memories, good memories,
Yeah.
from Wales. So
100%. 100%.
Price to fame. Learning to align and direct my aims.
Don't talk to me, you man!
I'm learning.
Dwi'n mynd dim byd newydd na gwahanol yma. Yng Nghymru, fi di'r unig hogyn du yn 50 milltir yn o'r ffordd. Ond rhwng fama, dwi'n mynd neb special mewn ffordd. Dwi jyst yn gallu ffitio mewn yn rili hawdd. Hynna ydw i. Dwi'n Cymraeg, dwi'n Saesneg a dwi'n Nigerian. Ia, African, Brydeinig. Jyst achos bod fi'n ticio'r bocs Brydeinig, dwi'n meddwl bod pawb yn gorau. Achos dwi'n dall bod yr sort of flag ar identity Brydeinig yn gallu stripio bach o national identity pobl. Achos past Cymru a Lloegr. Dwi'n actually caru Cymru wan. Mae agwedd fi jyst i newid, so dwi'n gallu appreciate o beth sydd yna. Ond ar yr un pryd, ges i fy ngeni yn Lloegr a DNA yn Nigerian, so mae bob un o'r llefydd yna di siapio pwy ydw i.